Hi everybody. I'm Shane. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to take you through something quickly. And that is how to get the Minibrute to be able to play two notes at the same time. Now, in case you don't know, the Minibrute is only capable out of the box of doing one note at a single time. If I hold down one note, I cannot play the second one. But with some creative workarounds, you can actually get it so that you can play two notes at the same time. So let me take you through. Before we dive in though, please check out the description. A fantastic YouTuber by the name of Loopop actually does a whole video on setting up the Minibrute multiple different ways to play two notes at the same time. The issue I had with the video and why I wanted to make a brief follow-up is for my particular setup, I couldn't 100% duplicate what he did. So in his video, and again I'll link the description in the description below, but in his video he had the Arutria Keystep and I have the Keystep Pro. What he was able to do was connect a single MIDI cable to the Minibrute 2S, and by configuring the Keystep to note prioritize the high note, and by configuring the Minibrute 2S in the software to note prioritize the low note, then he was able to get it over MIDI cable, single cable, to play two notes at the same time. Duophony. However, in the Keystep Pro software, there is no such feature. At least I could not find one. You can still note prioritize the Minibrute 2S, but you cannot on the Keystep Pro. So what I did was I took a combination of his workaround and then made it work specifically for the Keystep. And here's how it works. I followed his patching exactly, and I'll take you through what it does. Basically, I'm hoping you can see this, but I'm, just for this example, I'm coming out of voice 3, I'm coming out of the gate and the pitch. The gate is running into the trigger green cable of the AD on the Minibrute 2S. The pitch is running into VCO2 pitch. Coming out of VCO2, we run down to the VCA. We also come out of the AD for the trigger to the VCA. And then from there, we go up to the master out. And we're also sending out the ADSR to the AM. What this allows you to do is trigger VCO2 by the CV output of voice 3. Now this is important. For this demonstration, what I'm going to do on the Keystep Pro to trigger the various control voltage, you have to hold down the shift key and you hit one of these options here. You see CV routing. I'm going to turn on 3. So what you're hearing right now is only VC VCO2. You can use the AD envelope to lower the decay or the attack or raise the attack, etc. Now notice, under normal operations, in order to hear VCO2, you would turn up oscillator 2 here. It is turned down because of the way this routing works. So if I bring it all together, what I have set up on track 3 is this. I have it sending a MIDI signal to the Minibrute 2. Right now, because I haven't engaged this control voltage 3 output, it's only controlling VCO1. Now I'm going to engage the control voltage. So you can hear that the low note is droning. That's coming from VCO1. And the high note is coming from VCO2. Now, you're probably hearing reverb. And the Minibrute 2S does not come with reverb. What I actually have this going through is sending into my interface onto my computer, and I have VCV rack, and I'm running everything through plateau. What I've also done is I've tuned VCO2 to be 1 octave higher than actually, I'm sorry, 2 octave higher than VCO1. So that allows you some note differentiation. I particularly like the sound, each to their own. You could have them tuned however you want. Ultimately, what I'm demonstrating here is by using the CV out and using the MIDI out, you are able to send 2 notes at the same time, hear 2 notes ultimately. Now, when you play a single note, you can probably hear both, in that case, the D4 and the D6 being played. But when you start to play multiple notes at the same time, now you're probably also wondering why I'm specifically playing the low note and then the high note. That's because I still have the Minibrute set to low note priority. So it's going to send the MIDI for the low note to VCO1, and then the high notes will be VCO2 sent through control voltage. So that's how the setup. It works great. It works really, really great. Now, there is another way you can do this, though it doesn't work very well, but I'm just going to show it quickly. So what you can do is you can actually set up, because the Keystep Pro has more than one CV output, you can choose to control the Minibrute 2 by CV on VCO1. And the way you do that is you send the pitch up to the pitch on VCO1, and you send the trigger to the ADSR. And it works. If I demonstrate 4. But when I send both control voltages at the same time, watch what happens. Now you can make it work, but this is how you have to play. Very slowly. What's happening is in the Keystep, when it's sending control voltage like that, it's doing some sort of round robin effect. And if you don't hit each note very carefully, and you do, like most piano players, a roll, it's going to try to send the next round robin note, and it's messing with the priority. So the best way is the way I told you, which is to have one MIDI cable connected to the Minibrute, send MIDI out. That controls, in this case, VCO1, and then this particular setup here that I already went through to control VCO2. And there you have it. And as I said, and just a reminder, I am running the sound you're hearing, that very nice very nice reverb you're hearing. It's all coming from this wonderful module in VCV Rack called Plateau. Give that a check out. I highly recommend you set up and send your Minibrute through at least VCV Rack or reverb pedal to get reverb. It sounds so much better. I mean, you know, reverb makes everything nice. So that's it. I will link in the description, as I said, the video for Loopop. Great video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot. Till next time. Bye.